Showing my friend Mardell Pointer what an iPad is. Now, you don't have one of these?
No, I don't.
Why don't you get you one, Mardell?
I may do that.
She's from Gorman, Texas, and she's my good friend, and she's my co-host today. On Live from Houston, Texas, it's Mondays with Mark. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mondays with Mark with my sweet Mardell Pointer. She's from Gorman, Texas, and she has been spending a few days with me. She is 91 years young. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I believe so.
And you still live by yourself?
Yes, I do, with my dogs.
What are their names? Penny and...
Dolly and Penny.
Penny.
Yeah.
And she's from Gorman, Texas. And we're going to Gorman tomorrow, Wednesday. I'm taking the scooters. We're going to go to Gorman. Now, she's not going to ride a scooter. You don't
Maybe.
Would you?
Well, I might.
You think you would?
I might.
I want to see you ride a scooter.
Well, I can.
Tell me about when you told me today about when you first got electricity. I used to ask my grandmother stories. When I was little, she told me about the first potato chip she ever ate. And Mardell was telling me when they first got electricity, and they only had what?
One light in the living room where the wood stove was, the living room. And it come in about the middle of the room, and it had a long string on it. And you pulled the string, and you had electric light.
See?
Wonderful light.
Don't you love that Texas accent? That is a true Gorman, Texas. So we're going to go to Gorman. We're going to ride the scooters. And then well, and then you won't. But then we're going to go to Mary's Cafe.
In Strawn.
In Strawn, Texas, y'all.
She's our friend.
Is she a friend of yours?
Certainly, since she was a little girl.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know you knew her.
Oh, yes.
And how does she make that chicken fried steak so good?
Well, I don't imagine she'd tell us. I bet that's a secret, but I don't know, really. I never did ask her.
You didn't?
No.
Let's see who's tuning in. Look, Brenda Miller, hello. Paula Shepard, Tiffany Haley, Dina Roberts, Tanya Schaefer, Glenda Newton from Fort Collins, Jeff Wheeler, hello Jeff, Lucy Ross, Barbara Nelson, Lynn from North Carolina, Lynn Easter, all of y'all tuning in. Hey, listen, I want to let you know that the Dailey and Vincent, they're on the show today. I was just playing some videos from Mardell. They're pretty good, aren't they?
Yes. She'd
not heard them. And Dailey and Vincent, but in the show notes below, I've listed some of their songs, YouTube videos that you can watch after the show. And also, I've got a few things to show you. You know, Halloween. Well, little Austin, that sweet Austin Phillips, who is, I'm in love with that little girl. She went Halloween trick-or-treating, and oh my goodness, I had it in here. Where is it? Also, here it is. I know, here it is.
Come here. Get your basket.
That's all they got was 8 seconds. She's cute, isn't she?
Yes.
She is such a doll. And then also, let's see what else I have to show you. Okay. Here's Mardell today. She isn't talking much this right now, but she is describing the electricity. I love this video. I didn't know she's going to come in here and be with me tonight, but here you are, Mardell.
I remember when we got electricity.
You do?
There you go.
What was that?
The first thing that we got when they put the lines up. And we was excited about that because we knew that they were going to put electricity into our house. And you know, we just had oil lamps, and that was it. Nothing else. Electricity we didn't have. And but when they put the lines up, and it just seemed like forever. And finally, one day they put it into the house. When we come home from school, we had electricity, and it was one light on a string. That was it, one light. Then I think the next thing that we might, I'm not sure, but I think the next thing that we got, and see, then that brought the world in.
The news, Anything going on.
I hit the wrong button. The next thing you got was radio, right?
Yes.
Radio.
Yes, a little radio.
I wish you could have seen her watching herself. You didn't know you were so country, did you?
Oh, why wouldn't I be country?
I
That's
know.
where I've been all my life.
That's where you've all been all your life. Hey, listen, I want to tell you that if you go over to marklowry.com right now, we have a Christmas special, a Mary Did You Know special. For $20, you can get my Mary Did You Know book and the Mary Did You Know CD. Look at it. Look, there I am. Yeah.
Okay.
And then also there's another special over there. It's the, what is that? You get for $30, you get Piper's Adventures, Great Adventures. You get the Mary book, you get What's Not to Love CD, and the bobblehead. Y'all, you get the book. If you have a hyperactive child, this book is for him. Piper's Great Adventures. You get the Mary Did You Know book that has the CD. You've got this book,
I
don't you?
certainly do.
It's got the CD of the Gaither Vocal Band singing it and more thoughts on the incarnation. These are great stocking stuffers for Christmas. And you get the Mary Did You Know CD. And most importantly, you get the bobblehead. Where's your bobblehead?
Oh, it's sitting on my coffee table at home.
See, you need a bobblehead. In
Yes.
fact, I've been asking you to take pictures of where you're putting. We're doing a Where's Mark campaign. And 2 of you have sent them in. So far, we have Kay Whitfield. Thank you, Kay. I found your picture in the comments. Put them in the comments below, and I will find them wherever you put them, on my Facebook page or my YouTube page. If you can put them in the comments, I'll find them. I'll take them off there, and on a Monday, I will show yours. Here's Kay Whitfield's and Hannah Gallage. Hannah, you had yours on the bed, didn't you? See, it looks just like me. Thank you, Hannah. So go to marklowry.com/store, and you can get those Christmas specials. This coming weekend, I'm going to be in Westerville, Ohio, and Charleston, West Virginia. I hope you'll come out. It's down to the last 13 or 14 concerts, and I'm done for this year.
This year's nearly gone.
And next year, because I'm taking all of next year off, and I'm going to come see you.
I hope so.
I'm going to come see you, because you'll be a scooter riding mama by then.
Oh, yes, I'll have it all figured out by then.
Oh, sure.
If I get back, but from our first trip, you know.
If you live through that one.
Yeah, yeah.
And then let's see what else I want to tell y'all. Oh, I asked Jonathan Martin if he, and Dailey and Vincent are here, y'all. Don't go away. I videotaped them earlier, and so we got a good conversation with them coming up. And they sing a few songs. It's going to be good. But I asked Jonathan Martin if he would do a little bit of a 4-minute message for us. So here it is.
Hey guys, this is Jonathan Martin here, and it's always an honor to be with you, Mark. I love your show. Love hanging out with you. I am in Charlotte, North Carolina right now, spending the week with my mom and dad, which is wonderful. And since this is my first of hopefully many segments, being able to share a short message with you all, I just want to share a passage I've been thinking a lot about these last few weeks. It's a text from 2 Kings 6, and if you're not familiar with this story, Elisha, as the prophet of God, is in a situation where the king of Aram is coming to get him. So he sends his men to come and seize him. And we get to this particular moment that I've thought so much about. 2 Kings 6, beginning with verse 14. So he sent horses and chariots there and a great army. They came by night and surrounded the city. And I've thought about this a lot because I feel like so many people that I know are living in a moment where they feel surrounded. So many people that don't feel at home right now in spaces where they come from, and yet don't feel like they have a home yet. This sense of displacement and disillusionment and not fitting in and not feeling like there's room to the right or to the left. Like so many people are experiencing that kind of sense of just feeling surrounded, like there's no way out. And in response to this, Elisha's attendant says, he comes out and he sees this army, all the horses and chariots that are surrounding the city. And he raises the same question that I feel like I hear everywhere I'm going right now from people who are in this kind of surrounded place. What shall we do? What are we going to do? Which really does feel like the question right now, doesn't it? What are we going to do with the moment we've been given? Because sometimes when we look around us, the data doesn't look good. We see the world falling apart in all kinds of different directions. And things don't seem to be looking up. Things seem so volatile and contentious, and we don't know what to do with it. We don't know where to go. So many people, I think, right now feel surrounded. But yet what happens here, and I'm not trying to preach a whole sermon to y'all, I'll move quickly, is that in response to this, Elisha says, do not be afraid, for there are more with us than there are with them. And then Elisha prayed, O Lord, please open his eyes that he may see. So then the Lord opened the eyes of Elisha's attendant, and he sees that the mountain is full of horses and chariots and fire all around Elisha. What we have in this text is a different kind of seeing, a prophetic kind of seeing. Seeing the world from an aerial perspective, being able to see what's happening in the world around us from God's point of view. Because in reality, being surrounded can be very real. Like the saying, it's not paranoia when they really are out to get you. That may be actual, that may be true. But yet there's this invisible reality. And what we have from God's perspective here is not an army, note that. It's not a military presence. There are no guns. He sees chariots of fire. There is the weight and the glory of God is with Elisha, even while he feels surrounded. So much so that the word is, don't be afraid. There are more with us than there are with them. So I just hope that you can hear that right now. I think about the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. when he said, the moral arc of the universe is long, but bent towards justice. There is a world beyond this one. There is a God of peace who reigns above these principalities and powers that we're staring down in our time. And even though it may not look like it in the moment, I think we sometimes just need to tap into that other point of view, that prophetic perspective. There are more with us than there are with them. Just because it doesn't look good in this moment doesn't mean that the moral arc of the universe is not still bent towards justice. So I just want to encourage somebody with that. We can't always believe our eyes, and just even to pray in such a way as that are like Elisha prayed, that our eyes would be open to be able to see from divine perspective, to get an aerial perspective instead of the flat one that we so often have. I have gone over my allotted time. I love you all. Love you, Mark. I will talk to you soon.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mardell, we're going to have to get you an iPad, because she said, she just asked me while Jonathan's video was playing, she said, how long have you had this program? You don't see it in Gorman?
I don't know. I don't know whether
It's
we
not
can or
on,
not.
it's not on TV.
It's not.
It's on YouTube. Have you heard of you know what about YouTube?
No.
Well, YouTube is on the internet. Do you have the internet? You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
You don't ever get on the computer?
No.
You don't have a
No,
computer?
no, I don't have a computer.
Would you like to have one?
I don't guess.
You don't think you need it?
I don't know, Mark. I don't know.
Hey, listen, next week, the Goodman Revival. I will be in their home. We will be all together in the same room. Goodman Revivals. We're going to sing. I don't want you to miss it. Tell everybody to tune in next Monday night. I'll be in Nashville at their home. They don't all live together, but one of their homes, and we'll all be together. Okay, are you ready? Here is my conversation with the incredible, talented, unbelievable. And after the show, do go down to the bottom of the show notes down there and listen to some of their music if you're not familiar with them.
Hey,
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Darrin. You're looking good, Jamie.
He's lying through his teeth.
Hey, where y'all at right now?
we're in
Middleton, Ohio.
No, we're not there. We're in Florida. That's
Oh, yeah,
where we are.
that's
We
right.
don't know where we are.
You don't
No, we're
even-
in Middleton, Ohio. We're sold out tonight. We've been gone for 4 weeks. How do we look?
You look fantastic for the middle of the day. Thank you for doing this.
What are you doing this early?
Well, you know, I'm usually up at the crack of noon.
I know. This is early for you.
Today I thought, no, Jamie, Dailey, and Darrin Vincent, I've got to meet with them. I'm so excited. I am in Kansas City, Missouri with Linda Randall at a women's conference. It's just a room full of estrogen.
I love Linda Randall.
You
love
know,
Linda.
I got my first laugh out of Darrin. Darrin, I was just praying.
What? I don't understand why you're having us on your show because none of your fans know who we are.
Well, I want to get to that. For those of you who don't, I've known Darrin and Jamie, well, how long? About when you were on the first Gaither video?
Yeah, that was. I've probably known you about 15 years.
Okay.
Right at it.
And now you're doing country / bluegrass kind of a thing, and you were with
And gospel.
and gospel. So you were raised, both of you were raised in church.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so a lot of my world might think, especially my independent fundamental Baptist world where I come from, thought you couldn't do both. You know, you couldn't be a Christian.
I'm Church of Christ.
Oh, we won't tell anybody. How did you ever learn to play an instrument?
Well, you just had to kind of go in another room and, just, that.
So how did you get into blue? I mean, coming from church, it must not have been a very strict home, or is it okay in the home and not in the church?
Oh, it was okay in the home, and my parents are not strict.
Out of all the genres of music, why country?
Well, my dad, I grew up around my dad who played dobro and sang in a gospel group, and we'd travel around on the weekends when he'd get off of work. And so I grew up around a lot of gospel music. And then when I was 9 years old, I was running around in the front yard. I don't have ADD near as bad as you do.
Right.
I had it, quite a bit of it, and I was running around the yard going crazy, and he had bought me a boom box for my 9th birthday, and he put this cassette tape in of a country music quartet group called the Statler Brothers. And I heard this song called I'll Go to My Grave Loving You, and I started paying attention. And then the song Elizabeth came on, and I just got down in the grass and looked at the boombox doing this, and I was mesmerized by that 4-part country quartet harmony. I'd heard the gospel harmony, but this was different. And it just sounded so good to me, and I said, that's what I want to do when I grow up. And so then Dad started teaching me about Flatt and Scruggs and Doyle, Lawson and Quicksilver and the Osborne Brothers, and the list goes on. And then I got to playing banjo, and I got to playing upright bass and guitar. And so that's kind of how, long story short, I got into it. And then in 1999, Doyle, Lawson and Quicksilver, 98 rather, called me and asked me to join his group, and I was there for 9 years.
Yeah, Darrin, thank you, Jamie. That was a great synopsis. I'm serious. Darrin, tell us how you got here.
Well, I'm a 4th-generation music through my father's bloodline, and music's always been in my family line. I've been on a stage singing since I was 2 years old. We traveled around the world as a Sally Mountain Show family group, and I moved to Nashville in, I believe it was 1996 or 5, something like that. And my wife and I started working with John Hartford, who wrote the hit song for Glenn Campbell, Gentle on My Mind. I was playing bass for him and singing with him, and then I went to be with Ricky Skaggs in '96 and spent 11 years with Ricky. And Kentucky Thunder won 5 Grammys, a lot of Dove Awards, IBMAs, all kinds of things. And then 2001, we was at the IBMA show, and Jamie was with Doyle singing a gospel song called Be Living. And it really was an amazing performance. Ricky and Sharon and myself were all sitting there. So after the show was over, or after his song, I went back there and put my hand out and said, I'm Dailey Vincent, and I'd like to be your friend. And we started a friendship.
All it took was a high note.
All it took was a high note.
And in 2007, we decided to leave Doyle and Ricky. We gave a year's notice that we were going to leave. And our very first paid tour date as Dailey and Vincent was December the 29th, 2007 at the Ryman Auditorium, the Grand Ole Opry.
Wow.
And that's where we started our career as Dailey and Vincent. And then, of course, A lot of people may not know, but in 2016, we celebrated our 10th anniversary and our 100th performance at the Grand Ole Opry, and that night Marty Stewart invited us to be the 213th members of the Grand Ole Opry, and we were inducted into the Grand Ole Opry family March the 11th, 2017.
And how long, now from meeting each other to today has been how long?
We've been together as Dailey and Vincent for 11 years.
Has it been 11 years?
Yeah, getting ready to start number 12, because you booked us on the front end before we even really decided what we were doing. You brought us to your senior trip.
Yep.
So you did. You were actually, you were the first one to ever put us on stage. Congratulations.
Well, wow, what an honor. Oh,
Really?
I've got a lot of plane wrecks in my backyard of people I put on stage and never went nowhere. So I'm glad to see one of you. I want you to sing, because I want to continue our conversation, but I want you to sing something for us. I want everybody to hear how these two voices blend if they've never heard it. And also, before you do that, while you're thinking what you're going to sing, I did a little research, and I want you guys to hear some of the reviews I have found, not from music critics, but from people who bought tickets. Dailey and Vincent are the best in country and gospel. Their harmonies, heartwarming songs, and instruments will surely make you a fan. It's obvious why they are an award-winning duo and newly inducted members of the world-famous Grand Ole Opry. Plus, their band is top-notch. And he goes on. The next one says, I wasn't familiar with them 1 year ago, but now I've been to 3 concerts and can't wait to see them again. And the next person says, went to Stewart's Opry House and to see Dailey and Vincent. It was clean, fun. Each band, each member was give their own spot, showing their specific talent. It's a complete night of fun, isn't it?
Oh, how sweet are those people?
Oh, and it goes on. You ought to see this. Fantastic, the next one says. It was wonderful. We had a great time, the next one says. And I have to agree. You know what I love about your shows is for an hour and a half or however long you're out there, you take people away, from their problems.
Mark, we were several years ago, we do the Ryman Auditorium about every year, a show with us at the Ryman. You've been to one of them. And we called the band in the front of the bus, and it was our first year that we had sold it out, and we've been very blessed to do that every year since. Very thankful for that. But we realized what a huge blessing it is for people to come and spend their money to hear you sing and perform and try to show them something. So we called the band to the front of the bus that night, and we told them exactly this. We said, gentlemen, there are 2,400 people sitting out there tonight at the Ryman Auditorium to watch us play, sing, and entertain. And what we want you to realize is this. There are people in that audience that is probably going through health issues, or they're going through a divorce or financial issues, woes. A lot of people in that audience, somebody's going to be having a hard night, a hard time. It is our job as entertainers to take them on a 90-minute ride so that when they leave the building, they have joy in their heart and maybe a smile on their face that they didn't have when they came in. That's what our job is.
Absolutely. And I can not encourage you. If you want a fun family night, go see these guys. And it's not just these two guys. It's a complete band. You're the first to add a bass singer to your brand of music, right?
As far as I know, there's bass singers, but this in other bluegrass and country groups. But this guy that we have is like the real. Yeah. He's like a world-class bass singer, Aaron Lee McCune.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Well, you've had some good ones. All right, sing me something.
I spend my life looking for you, finding my way wasn't easy to do, but I knew when I saw you smile that it's been worth every night. So lay down beside love me and hide me and kiss all the hurting of this world away. Hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away. Mornings and evenings all were the same. There was no music till I heard your name, but I knew there was you all the while. Now I can rest for a while, so lay down beside me, love me and hide me and kiss all the hurting of this world away. Hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away.
Oh, that was beautiful.
We've been on the road for 4 weeks, so we're just kind of like.
Oh,
You know.
thank you so much for doing this. Okay, give me one gospel song.
Okay. What about an acapella?
Oh,
Or do you wanna
perfect.
sing?
Perfect.
You sing it.
Good Church of Christ song.
All right. Well, we may just do you 2 gospel songs.
Okay.
What about A right there? Father alone will know all about it. Father alone will understand why, and cheer up my brother. Live in the sunshine, and we'll understand it all by and by. When we see Jesus coming in glory, when he comes from his home in the sky, and then we shall meet him in that bright mansion, and we'll understand it all by and by. And Father alone will know all about it. And Father alone will understand why, and cheer up my brother. Live in the sunshine, sunshine, and we'll understand it all by and by, and we'll understand it all by and by.
How sweet. Thank you guys for doing this.
Yeah, hey, can he sing you a song that I love to hear him sing?
Oh, please.
Yeah, I loved it. Darrin does this on stage every night. It touches a lot of people.
Okay.
Then we'll get back to talking or whatever.
Yeah.
What'd you eat today?
You know what? Today, I didn't really eat yet. Have you eaten?
Heck yeah, we ate. We went to Cheesecake Factory and had pasta and noodles, and he had the chicken sliders, and then we had the cheesecake.
Are you serious already? Yeah. What time is it? Oh, it's 3 o'clock. I should have eaten. You know what? Buddy Green got here, and we've been playing around and singing, and just I forgot to eat. You know, it's a good day when I forget to eat.
You know, it's a really good day when you forget to eat. I remember when you were on the little motorized wheelchair.
Yep.
Years ago, and we went out to eat in Nashville, and you killed me because you were going down the sidewalk, blowing the horn, saying, "Move out of the way, people! Cripple coming through!"
Cripple coming through.
Yeah, and I just kind of went over across the street, went down on the other side of the sidewalk. You know, I was like, oh, Lord. We went to Mexican that day. Okay, what do you doing?
Let's hear
I
it.
just like. I hope they find my King James Bible warm around the edges and open to the book of John. My favorite picture we made together down by Mill Creek when we were just 21. I hope it's laying beside your old love letter, the ones that read just like a song. And I hope you find more good than bad when I'm good and gone. I hope our babies will make good neighbors, the kind you can count on when you're down. I hope they'll teach their sons and daughters the things we taught them when we're not around. I hope the sun shines the day they lay me down, and there's lots of flowers and that line of friends is long, because they found more good than bad when I'm good and gone. Leaving here today as far as I can see, I've got a list of things I plan on getting to. Oh, but how and when I leave this world ain't up to me. Oh Lord, you'll make that call, and when you do, I hope you find more good than bad when I'm good and gone. I hope you find more good than bad, and I hope they find my King James Bible all around the edges and open to the book of John.
Love that. That's so sweet. Who wrote that one?
I have no idea, but I just know Sharon and Ricky Skaggs sang it, and it just really smoked my heart the first time.
You know what I love about country music is the lyrics are so important. You know, and they care about the lyrics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, they weave a story. You just You hooked me in. What's the first line say?
I hope they find my King James Bible.
I mean, that just, you immediately go, what? What's going on here? You know, it just hooks you in. And your pitch, both of you, your pitch is so in the middle of the pitch. I can hear it, but I can't always achieve it.
I tell you, one of my favorite songs you ever wrote was Big Booger Blues.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
but you know, we just recorded one of your songs, Mister.
Yes, we did.
And
I didn't. First of all, I didn't write Big Booger Blues, but I wish I had. Go ahead.
We just recorded your and Buddy Green's song, "Mary Did You Know," on our new Christmas record at Cracker Barrel, and did you catch how I threw that out there and pitched it a little bit?
Yes, good. Pick it up, y'all. You'll love it.
Mary, Did You Know? And that is just an amazing, amazing, amazing song. I mean, gosh, you know that because everybody on earth has recorded it except for Elvis, and he would have.
But not enough.
Yeah. You know, I hope a lot of your fans like what we do, and I hope that they'll come out and see us at our shows across America. And if they don't like it, you know, Mark will give you your money back.
You know what? Now, if they come, they'll get to meet y'all and they'll get to shake your hand just like at a gospel concert. I mean, really, country and gospel are kissing cousins.
They really are. And they'll get to meet us. Now, the last 2 or 3 nights, I haven't been able to go out and see people. I'm going to try to go tonight because we've been in Japan. And, Mark, I about starved to death over there. And I love Japan, but I tried things. And let me tell you what, I've been walking funny ever since I got back because something didn't set well with me.
What'd you eat? What'd you eat?
Well, we got down to the buffet that morning, buffet at the hotel, and I kid you not, he's got a picture of this. They put it in English, you know, at the bottom where you can see what it is you're eating.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, thank the Lord. It said fried horse. I said, no, thank you. Jamie out.
Fried horse?
I didn't even eat fried horse, yeah.
But you didn't even try it? You didn't even try a little trigger?
No, I'm not going to eat trigger. No.
You should have snuck some on Darren's plate.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You couldn't eat a little horse? If you're hungry enough, you could.
I'm not that hungry.
Oh, funny story, though. We both needed a haircut.
Oh, my land.
And so Darren saw this skyscraper in Tokyo. He said, let's go get a haircut. There's the place up there. It's okay. So we went up. And when you get out from the hotels, a lot of Japanese, they don't speak English.
Right.
And nobody in this haircut place spoke English, not one soul. And so I just had the idea, okay, I'm just going to type in my phone, Google, you know, short around the sides, long on the top, translate to Japanese. I showed it to the little guy, and he said, oh, yeah. So he gets me in the chair, and the next guy puts Darren in the chair next to me, and Darren's trying to talk English, and that guy's just doing this, you know. And so the guy just starts cutting his hair. This is a true story. And mine's going really well. The guy's doing a great job, and I hear Darren all of a sudden go, no, too short, too short. No, stop, too short. And the guy just kept going, and Darren yelled out, there's a translation breakdown over here. And I lost it. It was so funny. They cut every bit of what hair he has left. It was gone. Horrible. We came out of that thing laughing so hard, Mark, I was crying.
That is so funny. At least you're having a good time on the road, aren't you?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
What's the funniest thing someone has come up to you at the, I don't know, if your product table or on the road? Have you got any funny stories of road stories?
Well, yeah, you know, we have a weekly TV show on RFD, and this person walked up a while back didn't even pause, said, you know, you're a lot fatter on TV than you are in person. Exactly what they said.
You should have said what Jeff Easter said when someone said that to him. He said, well, you know, the TV adds 10 pounds. She said, well, how many did you have on you?
What do they say to you?
People are sweet. They're so kind.
For the most part, they are, yeah.
I don't know. This last week, a lady came up to me and she said, I'm really upset at you. I said, what? She said, why, what have we done? Why are you upset? You didn't do the song I came to hear tonight. I said, well, why didn't you holler it out? Well, I just figured you guys would do it. And I'm mad. And you know, I've been to see you 5 times. And if I come back, you better do that song. And just turned around and left. My King James walked up a while back. She said, I'm really upset at you. I said, what? She said, why, what have we done? Why are you upset? you didn't do the song I came to hear tonight. I said, well, why didn't you holler it out? Well, I just figured you guys would do it. And I'm mad. And you know, I've been to see you 5 times. And if I come back, you better do that song. And just turned around and left.
She was offended, huh?
Yeah.
She's been deceived 5 times?
Yeah.
She must have thought she was at a psychic convention or something, that you should just automatically know that. Well, guys, I love you. And that's it. What a fun time I had with them. I'm sorry I messed up with the tape that they're at the end. Listen next week. Don't forget, make sure you tell everybody. Goodman Revival, Tanya Goodman Sykes, Michael Sykes, Johnny Minnick. We're going to be sitting around the piano singing and having a good old time. I thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all. Deborah Nielsen, Darcy Ann 66, Lucy Ross, Wanda Hill, Denisha Brittle, Deborah Nielsen, Priscilla Thompson, Lynette Easter, all of you that have tuned in. I've been kind of glancing at the comments and trying to watch the conversation. What a fun day. And Mardell Pointer, wasn't she fun? I love you, Mardell. All right, I'll see you guys next Monday. Good night.